We're black. We're never going back. And we're back again. This is actually the second video, but I'm going to be recording for the next day because, you know, I've got work and I'm just going to prepare everything in advance. Anyways, so same sort of shit applies. Anyway, we're going to be looking for another trade. I mean, we were looking at this earlier. Bang, hit supply. We're looking to short for this. Bang. However, what I think is there was a mini breaker structure in this one internally. So I think, personally, I think we could see it tap this supply up here and then come down, and that's kind of why I've created this sort of prediction of where I think it's going to go. Obviously, I'm not going to be fucking always right, you know. I'm just giving a prediction, and like all this price action right here, right? That doesn't have to fucking follow it. The actual objective is to get to this level. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fucking shit right now. I'm joking. I don't give a shit if it does this, and it gets there. Right? The objective, right fucking now, sorry about the language, boys and girls, is to get to this level. Right? Okay. So, one way it happens is break a structure here, right? Pulls back into demand zone, right? Breaks structure upside again, right? What the fuck is going on? Okay. So, break a structure up. Right, pull back down into another demand zone, right? This level can't be surely easily be mitigated, right? That's what you think. No, you're fucking wrong. This is where you're wrong. Right, we're on a 5-minute timer though. You got to understand that scaling down you can't really do much more of. Okay, so we got this, right? We got a new demand zone here on this level here. Okay, can we scale it down just a little bit more? Possibly. See what we've got. We have this here, okay? Let me bring this up. Right. Okay, we have a demand zone here. This is just internal structure now. You might think I'm overreacting by putting on a 1-minute timer and trying to see price action on a 1 minute. Like, that's fucking crazy. You're right, it is. That's if you don't understand what's going on with the market. I could literally jump into a fucking 1 day and know exactly what's going on. I know what is going on right now. Right? I do. Because I'm just a fucking professional trader. I'm joking, I'm not. 1 day I probably will be. But the point is, I'm just fucking superior. It's that simple. Look, I took this trade earlier. I think I made a video the other day from when you're seeing this. And I was like, this is still the same day though, technically. But I was like, fuck it. I'm entering this short. Right, I'm targeting this supply level. It could come up to here, but again, the chance of that happening is kind of slim because then it fucking changes all this shit and liquidity and all this bullshit. I didn't see it targeting above this level in my opinion, personally, especially on the time frame. It doesn't make sense. So I targeted this level, bang, wicked in, and this is a if it does lose, meaning the trade goes in the wrong way, it's a 0.8% loss. That's nothing. That is fuck all. Right? That's literally nothing. Right now, it's heading in the direction we're about halfway through until I take profit. Nice. Almost kind of hit it earlier, but this is a 7.5% movement, right? And like I said earlier, it's going to come down to this level, mitigate the orders, and then it will fill them and bang, up here it goes. Because overall, this is bullish, right? But when it comes to Bitcoin, now I'm questioning, okay, what is happening with Bitcoin recently, right? Bitcoin is getting slammed. It's as simple as that. And some people want to take an order up here in any of this level, right? So some people, this is why defining a zone, or refining, like that, comes in clutch, right? Because look at the fucking size of this. It's huge. That's what she said. But it's huge. Like, it actually is. Right? This, and then look at it. You turn it into a 1 hour, and it's here. Like, bruh. Alright, like, I'm gonna get rid of that now. Turn it into a 30-minute, you got this, and turn it into a 15-minute, or even, which I do sometimes, I'll go down even lower, and here. This bit here is my supply level. This level here cause this breaker structure down. I hope you can understand what I'm speaking about right now. I truly do. This here, right, this upward move, you could count this technically if you were using a higher time frame, or you could count it as an order block or whatever, but only usually do that when it changes characters. But you could count this or this. Either one, to be honest, either one is still applicable. Anyways, it's just this is more precise, which means if you wanted to take a trade, your risk to reward might be slightly better, and obviously risk is less. That's just it. But yeah, like anticipation is for it to come up to this level. It's already mitigated the orders from the fair value gap. I think, yeah, it touched the supply. Again, there's a reaction off of that supply. What happened? Comes down. You might see it come down, tap into this demand, cool, and then bang, it will hit the supply, and then we'll see another downward move. That's my opinion. Just on a 5 minute at the moment, but as you can see, the structure, right, and it all comes down to market structure, is identifying what is going on. And I've already said this, right? Shitcoin or Bitcoin has just been sideways. Fuck me sideways and call me Jeffree Star, you know. So yeah, it's just been sideways. Few liquidity grabs. So now this is a new concept I'm learning. I have it on my wall, but I can't really fucking see it because it's pitch black right now. But what was I gonna say? Basically, the concept behind it is something like this, and it's called Wyckoff. I've been trying to learn this, but for me it's very complex. So you got this, right? It doesn't have to look exactly like this though. That's the thing. Something like that, right? Where these highs, or the liquidity above these highs, yeah, is getting taken, right, with these breaker structures, and it's usually in this circumstance, this would be distribution, right, which means it's situations when it's overbought and it basically goes up, down, up, and it's basically like just hold on. This high, low, high, probably low, high, which is bearish, like that. And then obviously when it goes like that, what happens again? That's the bullish or bearish version. So if you turn it to the opposite way around, right? Let me just show you. It will be something, could be something like this. Doesn't necessarily. Oh shit! I just fucked it up. Let me get rid of that. Hold on. Something like, I didn't even do it right, but it doesn't really fucking matter. All right, it doesn't matter exactly how it looks. Okay. So price comes down, breaks structure down, It's basically just taking liquidity from below, right? These areas right here, liquidity taken, right? This last area, fuel, bang, and the price comes up, right? Up to these levels. Takes liquidity from, it basically just traps all the, in this case it would be short sellers, right? Bang, traps them, and then yeah. And like I literally just showed you now, with this, look, you can't tell me this isn't the same thing. You know, breaking structure down, right, comes up, break structure down, comes up, break structure down. What happens from here? This, and then what happens? Bang, 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 bang. Like, this is what you call Wyckoff. Now, I haven't like fully understood it because there's loads of, there's a lot more to it. This is just the basics. And there's a lot, like 100% way more to this shit. But this is just basic understanding of how it works. And it's hard to kind of explain it because I'm not too knowledgeable myself, but I do like to kind of explain things because then it helps teach myself, because obviously the best way to learn things is by teaching people. So like if I'm trying to tell somebody how this works, then it typically helps me understand as well a bit better. But Yeah. So that is essentially what it's like with Wyckoff. That is it. But the overall market structure you have to understand. Like here, for instance, liquidity. So you had this. I mean, if you want to zoom out, which you can, do 4 hours technically. Even a day. I did a day because I wanted to see the higher time frame, see how everything was moving. You have a break structure, liquidity taken, right? Pullback, liquidity taken above. Okay, like I've just showed you. Okay. So break structure up. This sound looks a bit shit right here. I don't know why it looks like that. Anyway, so right, this happens, price comes down, breaks the structure upwards, yeah? Up, break a structure, okay? Happens, pull back, break structure, okay? So that's probably here, let's say. What happens from here? What happens from here? Huge, huge downward move, right? What happens here? From here to here, pulls back to this level, okay? It's going to be another dump, which happened, right? Maybe another pullback, currently in the process. But on a daytime, you might see it dump even further today. And yeah, but like I said, my anticipation is for it to come into this supply up here. If it doesn't, then it doesn't. I don't really give a fuck. Either way, it already has tapped into this supply, so we'll see. But yeah, is what it is. And yeah, it's been a very interesting day. I think Solana went down as well. I was expecting to come up to this level. Yeah, I made the video earlier. I was expecting price to come up to this level and then come down. I was going to take a shot from here. And I think the price was close to this level. Came up, didn't even touch that level, unfortunately, and then it got shot straight down into this level, which I was going to target, which would have been a stupid amount of profit, which is good, but unfortunate for me. And STX as well, I was looking for a short with this. The day I was looking at long, but then I was like, nah. Again, looking at Wyckoff, yeah, you can just tell that there was going to be a short. Overall as well, like if you just look at this, like you can't tell me that isn't bearish. Come on. Come on. Like, it could come down here, or here, realistically. As long as it doesn't break that low, it's fine. Do whatever the fuck you want. But then if you look at it on like this, and this is why it always comes down to fucking thingy, right? Look at that, right? A high, low, high, breaks it, okay, it's bearish. So technically it's bearish. So technically, you could see it break these levels. But yeah. Okay, that's pretty gay. Okay, yeah. So that's gonna probably be it. I'm gonna wrap it up, guys. Fuck me, I need to get my eyes off the charts. I think been living on the charts these days. You know. Well, I mean, I'm just trying to fucking get to where I need to get in life, and trading is one of those where I feel like, in a way, it's kind of like comfortable for me, even though it's difficult as fuck, like learning process and all of that. At the end of the day, it will help me in the long run. Like a year from now, right? I anticipate to be in a different position. Like, you know, I don't know exactly where I'm gonna be in the world or whatever, or just financially or whatever, but I know that if I keep doing this shit, that soon I'm gonna get to what I need to be. It's just amount of work. You put in more work, you're gonna get more results, or better results. So if you put in a little bit of work, right, you're gonna get fucking little results. It's as simple as that. You work harder than somebody. I don't give a fuck. But yeah, when it comes to working hard, I try to work as hard as I fucking can, because I know that there's some cunt from the fucking Philippines out there grafting his bollocks off for like a couple pound or dollars or whatever the fuck, an hour. And I just think to myself, like, that is just fucked. And even people in China, they work so fucking hard, they get nothing, really. I mean, that's just kind of different to what I'm doing right now, but, and I'm not trying to compare trading to Chinese labor, you know, um, but it just makes you think that, these guys are able to work so hard and they don't get paid much. So why can't people stick to things and work hard? I don't know. It doesn't make sense. I mean, a lot of people think they can work really hard. In their mind, they get into something and they think, yeah, I can do this. I've seen so many people do it. They go, oh, I can do this, blah blah blah. They get in about like 2 months in, or even a week, or a few weeks, and they give up, right? Like, it is kind of sad, but then a lot of people can't really do that because, you know, if a lot of people could do it, then they would, and I don't see a lot of people doing them. Um, but yeah, it's just unfortunate, really. Um, yeah, I mean, hopefully one day. I'm looking to really be in a better position, just in my life in general. In like a year from now, I think, it was kind of like the reality kind of hit me when I turned 19. When I had my birthday that day. It was like fucking. It was alright my birthday, but I didn't really do much. But it was just more like reality was just kicking in. I was like, fuck me, I'm gonna be 20 next year. Um, I'm gonna be 20. I don't really know what I want to do. I mean, I love doing this because it's something that it doesn't come easy to me, but it's just something I'm comfortable with doing quite a bit. And even though it's really fucking difficult half the time as well, it's stressful and there's a lot of emotions with it. Um, I like it, right? And I just don't know what else I want to do, like, with the rest of my fucking life. And even trading, I know that, maybe in 5 or 10 years from now, I'll be like, yeah, I don't really want to do trading much more, whatever, because the reality is that, it's risky. Every single day, every single day that you trade, you're risking money. Every single day. And it comes to a point where you get a bit older, a bit more mature, and you understand that. Um, you've got a family or kids or whatever, and you're like, fuck, okay, so I can't be risking all this money every single day when I've got family and shit, right? I don't have a family, obviously. Well, I have a family, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't have my own family, if that makes sense. Um, but it just comes to it, like, how do you support them if you're going to constantly risk shit? How are you going to support them when you're constantly risking money to make money? Even though, let's say, you're quite profitable, every single day you're still risking. It shouldn't be like that. So obviously it comes to other things like businesses and other things, but like businesses aren't necessarily extremely difficult. It just requires a lot of money, I think personally, and obviously knowledge and the right people um, to execute. But money plays a big factor, I'd say, in creating a brand and a product or whatever it is. So, um, and at the moment I can't afford that shit. I mean, I've got a few good ideas that I would like to kind of create, but I'm not going to do it now because I know it would be stupid to put all my time and effort into something which is going to have zero or very little return for my investment, more specifically my time. I don't really give two fucks about the money. Time is the issue. I'm running out of time, even though I'm 19. I'm running out of fucking time. And it's like, fuck, I don't know. I don't know why I'm stressed about it, but I just need to get this shit done. So, yeah, we're just gonna fucking, continue smashing this shit day in, day out. I don't give a fuck anymore. Time is all fucking relative. I don't give a fuck if I put 10 hours in it. Like today, for instance, I put like 7, 8 hours. I don't give a fuck. Get used to this shit. It's the fucking way of life, you know? If you want to get to the places you want to be, you can't just sit there and go, oh, I'm gonna fucking dedicate 2 hours a day. No, fuck off. Time doesn't exist. Time doesn't fucking exist. Oh, it's the end of my shift. time to get home. You ain't got a fucking shift. You're here working for something outside of work. If that makes sense. There is no fucking time. There is no time on the clock. You're gonna fucking do it until the job's fucking done. That's it. Simple. But yeah, I probably spoke too much. Fuck, that's great. Maybe it could come down to this demand and fill up higher. Or it filled this level and now it's gonna break this liquidity or target. Who knows? Who fucking knows now? Me personally, there was a break structure here, break structure here, break structure here. So personally I would say that it might come down, or we scale down a bit. Because it's gone on 1 minute. 1 minute's gonna help me. Yeah, this was it. So you could hypothetically have this entire zone, but this just makes it more precise. So technically, you could get filled upon this demand zone right now, and then there could be a reaction. Cool. But if you want it to be more precise, and this is where it always comes down to precision, if you're very precise, it's not like it's a bad thing, it just means that whatever you're doing is, like when you're very precise, it means you can miss a lot of trades. So like the price could literally tap this level and bounce all the way up and then come down, right? And say you want to take a long over this, just a quick scalp, right? Because that's what it would. That's literally what it would be. You can't tell me that you're gonna fucking go long on this bitch. From here, stop underneath this. You can't tell me you're gonna go for that 0.72% profit, right? Cool. You could definitely just 100x this bitch though, because you're scalping, right? You could, generally could, but that's only 7.2%. Like, well, actually, if it's 100x, then it will be 72%, which ain't bad. Don't get me wrong, but is it worth it? You know, Ashes Alpha. I mean, I guess it is kind of worth it if it's free money. Then yeah, sure. But then obviously, if you refine the zone a little bit, then you'll notice that going from 72%, right, to 80, or 8%, or 0.8, which doesn't really matter. But yeah, it's gonna be the end of this video, guys. I keep waffling. Yeah. Peace out. I will see you when I see you, which will be tomorrow. Yeah, that's it, guys. Peace out. Night, guys. Shit, wrong thing.